Geshe-la's here.
Please have a seat. Let me have a seat. Oh, yeah. Good morning, Hamula. Good morning, Chugil. Good morning, Tara. Good morning, Tomasi. Good morning, Bob. Good morning, Peter. Good morning, Michael. Yeah, Hamula, please begin the practice.
Before we begin, I'd like to thank our sponsor, Domasi, and I'd like to read her dedication. For my sisters, Eileen and Joanne, may they always be blessed and protected by Tara's wisdom and compassion. May their lives be long and spiritually meaningful. May all beings be free from the sufferings of samsara, from lower rebirths, from fear, oppression, war, and despair, and may the path to liberation always be clear. May we always meet spiritual friends who will guide us, and may all beings quickly be enlightened. Thank you very much. So I guess we should take a moment to set our own individual motivation, intention for doing the practice today. We think about, of course, rejoicing that we have perfectly qualified Mahayana virtuous spiritual guides teaching us in our own native language. We have a Kadamba center, that provides these online and in-person pujas, practices for everyone on the prayer list. Okay, so now let's recite the refuge and bodhicitta prayer that I've shared on the screen. We'll say it, see, I don't know, Geshe-la, would you like to do this, or is it okay if I do it?
Yeah, you do. Continue, yeah.
Oh, okay. Sangye chedan saki chonam la, janchu bardu dani kyapsu chi, dagi jin sogi peser namge, dola pencher sangye tu pa sho. I go for refuge until I'm enlightened to the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By the merits I create through practicing the Dharma, may I become a Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. I go for refuge until I'm enlightened to the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By the merits I create through practicing the Dharma, may I become a Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. Now the four measurables 3 times. May all sentient beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all sentient beings be inseparable from the happiness that is free from suffering. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free from attachment for friends and hatred for enemies. May all sentient beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all sentient beings be inseparable from the happiness that is free from suffering. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free from attachment for friends and hatred for enemies. May all sentient beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all sentient beings be inseparable from the happiness that is free from suffering. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free from attachment for friends and hatred for enemies. Okay, now the meditation on emptiness. Om Sambhava Shuddha Sarva Dharma Sambhava Shuddha Om. So Om is body, speech, and mind. Sambhava nature, Shuddha pure, Sarva all, Dharma phenomena. Sambhava nature, Shuddha pure, Hum. That's me. Let's just meditate on emptiness first, just a moment. Emptiness like space. No color, no form. Think the pure nature of all phenomena, pure nature of body, speech, and mind. That's me. All becomes empty of inherent existence from its own side. Generate a feeling of divine pride. Tompa ni du jour. All becomes empty. From that realization, you visualize Arya Mother Tara. From within the understanding of emptiness, visualize the syllable Pam. If you don't have the initiation, visualize the Pam and the space before you, about the distance of a full-length prostration at the height of your third eye. If you have the initiation, visualize the palm in the form of light at the center of your heart. Gradually, the palm transforms into a beautiful lotus, symbolizing renunciation. On top of that lotus is the syllable Ah. Gradually, the Ah transforms into a moon disk, symbolizing bodhicitta. On top of the moon disk, your mind becomes a bright green tongue. Arya Mother Tara, who is me or in front of me, is green, the color of the wind element, and has one face and two arms. Her right hand is in the supreme giving hand gesture. Her left hand is in the mudra gesture, symbolizing the three jewels, and holding an utpala, blue lotus flower, from the center of her heart to her ear. She is adorned with all the precious ornaments and clothes, and her legs are in half Vajra cross, right leg extended, left leg bent. On her crown is the white letter Om, at her throat a red Ah, and at her heart a blue Hum. Now you can read this together. Light emits from the three syllables, attracts the blessings of all the enlightened beings, and invites the wisdom beings and the initiatory deities. Za, Hum, Bam, Ho. The wisdom beings become one with the Samaya beings. The initiatory deities give the initiation. Amitabha Buddha appears on Arya Mother's Tara's crown. Visualize Samanta Bhadra offerings, millions of offerings to create merit. Om multiplies, Ah transforms into nectar, Hum purifies defects. Visualize billions of offerings, numberless offerings, much, much more than is physically here on the altar or your altar. Each flower, each light, numberless offerings in front of each Tara, not just today, but all the time until you reach enlightenment. So if you can't follow the offering mantra, just think Ma, Hum, and multiplying Samanta Vajra offerings. Om Namo Bhagavate Vajrasara Pramadanaye Tathagataya Arahate Samaksam Buddhaya Teata Om Vajre Vajre Maha Vajre Mahateja Vajre Mahavidya Vajre Mahabodhicitta Vajre Mahabodhi Mendopasam Kamana Vajre Sarakawa Avarana Vishadana Vajre Soha Om Namo Bhagavate Vajrasara Pramadanaye Tathagataya Arahate Samaksam Buddhaya Teata Om Vajre Vajre Maha Vajre Mahateja Vajre Mahavidya Vajre Mahabodhicitta Vajre Mahabodhi Mendopasam Kamana Vajre Sarakawa Avarana Vishodhana Vajre Soha Om Namo Bhagavate Vajrasara Pramadanaye Tathagataya Arahate Samaksam Buddhaya Teata Om Vajre Vajre Maha Vajre Mahateja Vajre Mahavidya Vajre Mahabodhicitta Vajre Mahabodhi Mendopasam Kamana Vajre Sarakawa Avarana Vishadhana Vajre Soha. Okay, now the actual offerings. Om Aryatare Saparivare Argam Prachichaye Soha. Om Aryatare Saparivare Aryam Prachichaye Soha. Om Aryatare Saparivare Pupe Prachichaye Soha. Om Aryatare Saparivare Pupe Prachichaye Soha. Om Aryatare Saparivare Aroke Prachichaye Soha. Om Aryatare Saparivare Kende Prachichaye Soha. Om Aryatare Saparivare Nude Prachichaye Soha. Om Aryatare Saparivare Shapta Prachichaye Soha. Om Aryatare Saparivare Uma Ahum. Devas and Titans, bow down with their crowns at your lotus feet. I prostrate to the liberating mother who liberates from all misfortunes. And we turn to the visualization. Visualize a lotus and moon disk at the center of your heart and a bright green tom atop the moon disk. The green tom is surrounded by the 10-syllable Arya Mother Tara mantra, Om Tare Tu Tare Ture Soha. Light radiates from the bright green tom. The light first purifies sicknesses, obstacles, all negative karmas, and then increases lifespan, good fortune, knowledge, meditative experience, and Lam-Rim realizations. Then the light radiates towards friends, family members, strangers, everybody. The moment the light touches, it benefits them instantly, completely, purely, perfectly, forever. Okay, now the merit increasing mantra, so we'll say this 7 times. Om Sambara Sambara Vimana Sara Maha Sabahum. Om Mara Mara Vimana Kara Maha Sabahum. Om Sambara Sambara Vimana Sara Maha Sabahum. Om Mara Mara Bimana Kara Mahasabahum. Om Sambara Sambara Bimana Sara Mahasabahum. Om Mara Mara Bimana Kara Mahasabahum. Om Sambara Sambara Bimana Sara Mahasabahum. Om Mara Mara Bimana Kara Mahasabahum. Om Sambara Sambara Bimana Sara Mahasabahum. Om Mara Mara Bimana Kara Mahasabahum. Om Sambara Sambara Bimana Sara Mahasabahum. Om Mara Mara Bimana Kara Mahasabahum. Om Sambara Sambara Bimana Sara Mahasabahum. Om Mara Mara Bimana Kara Mahasabahum. Okay, now let's bless our malas. Say this 7 times. Om Rutsi Ramani Taratai Hum. 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 I'll blow the mala. Okay, so before we cite the mantra,
Damula, 1 second.
okay, sorry.
Can you bring down the mantra a little bit, please?
Oh, sorry.
Mantra.
The this
Oh, yeah. Om Sambara Sambara Bimana Sara Maha Za Bahu Bahu. Okay. Om Sambara Sambara Bimana Sara Maha Za Bahu. Maha Za Bahu. The same thing. Then Om Mara Mara Bimana Kara Maha Za Bahu. So Ba needs to be pronounced. Okay. Om Sambara Sambara Bimana Sara Maha Za Bahu. Za Bahu. 2 syllables. The last one. So rest is perfect. The rest is perfect. Only the last one. Za Bahum. Za need to break. Za Bahum. It's not like Zabahum. It's like Za Bahum. Sambara Bimana Sara Maha Za Bahum. Thing like that. Oh yeah. The rest is perfect. The rest is perfect. Okay.
Thank you, Yeshua. Okay, so now let's read the verse of praise and the mantra, a Green Tara mantra. Tare liberates from cyclic existence. Tutare liberates from all fears. Ture liberates from all sickness. I prostrate to the liberator, Mother Tara. Okay, so let's chant out loud together 7 of these Tara mantra. Then let's say a mala, the rest of the mala to ourselves, except for the last one, we'll do it together. Om tare tu re so ha. 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 Om Tare Tu Re Soha. Okay, so now the Vajrasattva, verse of praise and mantra. Oh, let's see. So, okay. Okay, I think that's it. Okay. Merely thinking of just your name eradicates all obstacles and immediately purifies all negative karma. Thus to you, unsurpassed Vajrasattva, I make prostration. So we'll say this, recite this 3 times. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Tenopa Tishta Dido Mebawa Sato Kayo Mebawa Supo Kayo Mebawa Anurakto Mebawa Sarva Siddhi Me Prayacha Sara Karma Tsutsame Chitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 ho Bhagavana Sarva Tatagat Vajramame Mucha Vajrabawa Mahasamaya Sato Ahum Pe Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Tenopa Tishto Dido Mebawa Sato Kayo Mebawa Supo Kayo Mebawa Anurakto Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Me Prayach Sara Karma Tsutsame Chitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 ho Bhagavana Sarva Tatakata Vajramame Mucha Vajrabawa Mahasamaya Sato Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Tenopa Tishto Dido Mebawa Suto Kayo Mebawa Supo Kayo Mebawa Anurakto Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Me Prayacha Sara Karma Tsutsame Chitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 ho Bhagavana Sarva Tatakata Vajramame Mucha Vajrabawa Mahasamaya Sato Ahum Pe. So we're going to skip the dedication and go straight to the next session. From the Potala, I invite the 21 Taras, together with my own Lama and all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, into the space before me. Omahum, Omahum, Omahum. Om Aryatare, Saparivari, Idam, Balimtam, Ka, Ka, Ka. Om Aryatare, Saparivari, Idam, Balimtam, Ka, Ka. Om Aryatare, Saparivari, Idam, Balimtam, Ka, Ka. Okay, now the 7th limb prayer. Reverently I prostrate to the Venerable Aryatara and all the conquering Buddhas and their sons who reside in the 10 directions throughout the past, present, and future. I offer flowers, incense, and butter lamps, perfume, food, music, and the like, both actually arranged here and those mentally transformed. Please accept them, assembly of Aryataras. I declare all that I have done from beginningless time until now, with my mind being under the sway of delusion, the 10 non-virtues, and the 5 heinous crimes. I rejoice in whatever virtuous merit has been accumulated throughout the 3 times by hearers, self-realizers, bodhisattvas, and ordinary beings. I request you to turn the wheel of karma, great, small, and common vehicles, in accordance with the intentions of all sentient beings and suited to their individual minds. I beseech you to remain until samsara ends and not pass away to the state beyond sorrow. Please, with your boundless compassion, look upon all beings drowning in the ocean of suffering. Whatever merit I have accumulated be totally transformed into the cause of enlightenment, and may I become without a long passage of time the glorious deliverer benefiting all migrating beings. Okay, let's see. The mandala of the offering of the 37 heaps. I think we'll skip to the short mandala offering since we're not really familiar with the long mandala offering and it's not in English. This ground anointed with perfume, strewn with flowers, adorneth Mount Meru for continents, the sun and the moon. I imagined this as a Buddha field and offer it. May all living beings enjoy this pure land. May my perfect, pure Guru's life be long, and his white actions flourish in the 10 directions. May the torch of the teachings of Losangdapa always remain, dispelling the darkness of the transmigratory beings of the 3 levels. Idam Guru Ratamandalakam Niryatayami. Okay, so we'll do 3 rounds of the praises to 21 Tara. So I'll lead the first one. The attitude to have toward Arya Mother Tara while reciting 21 Tara praises is, you know what is best for me, that attitude with devotion. Okay, I guess we don't, usually we say we imagine that we're holding her big toe on her right foot, but it's not in here. Okay. I prostrate to the noble, transcendent liberator. Homage, Tara, swift, heroic, eyesight lightning instantaneous, sprung from opening stamens of the Lord of Rivers, true-born lotus. Homage, she whose face combines 100 autumn moons at fullest, blazing with bright bases splendent as a 1,000-star collection. Homage, golden bloom and lotus, water-born and hand adorned, giving effort calm austerities, patience, meditation, her sphere. Homage, crown of Tathagata, sections drawn without limit, relied on my conqueror's children, having reached every perfection. Homage, filling with Tutare, whom desire direction and space, trampling with their feet the 7 worlds, able to draw forth all beings. Homage, worshipped by the all-Lord, Shaka Ani Bamamaru, honored by the host of spirits, corpses, Gandharvas, Yakshas. Homage with their train pay sound, destroying false magic diagrams, suffering present left outright and blazing in a raging fire blaze. Homage to the very dreadful destroyer of Mara's champion. She was browning lotus visage, who was slayer of all enemies. Homage at the heart her fingers, adorn her with 3 jewel mudra, life and masses all excited, all directions wheels adorn her. Homage, she so joyous, radiant, crown emitting garlands of light, mirthful laughing with Tatare, subjugating Mara's devas. Homage, she able to summon all earth guardians assembly, shaking, frowning with her home side, saving from every misfortune. Homage, crown adorned crescent, moon on ornaments most shining, Amitabha in her hair knot, sending out much light eternal. Homage, she with wreath ablaze like eon denning fire abiding, Russia flep and choice around you, troops of enemies destroying. Homage, she who strikes the ground with her palm and with her foot beats it, scowling with the letter whom the 7 levels she does conquer. Homage, happy, virtuous, peaceful, she whose field is peace nirvana, she endowed with Om and Soha, destroyer of the great evil. Homage, she with joy surrounded, tearing foes' bodies asunder, freezeth whom in knowledge mantra, arrangement of the 10 letters. Homage to the reed letter of the shape of syllable, whom by perception shakes his 3 rules, Miru, Mandara, and Vindhya. Homage, holding in her hand the hemorrhagic moon of Deva-like form, with my spoken Tara and pay, totally dispelling poison. Homage, she whom gods and their kings and the king aroused to honor, armored in our joyful splendor, she dispels in dreams and conflicts. Homage, she whose 2 eyes bright with radiance of sun and full moon, with Vaisara and Tutare, she dispels severe contagion. Homage, full of liberating power by the set of 3 natures, to assist the spirit yakshas and raise corporate supreme today. These praises with through mantras and prostration thus are 21. Now I invite anyone to have, if anyone would like the merit of reciting the 2nd recitation. No pressure, I can do it. No one wants to do it.
I can do it, Venerable Lama.
Okay, thank you.
Om, I prostrate to the noble transcendent liberator. Homage Tara, swift heroic, eyes like lightning instantaneous, sprung from opening stamens of the Lord of Three Worlds, tear-born lotus. Homage she whose face combines 100 autumn moons at fullest, blazing with light rays resplendent as the 1,000-star collection. Homage golden blue and lotus, water-born and hand-adorned, giving effort, calm austerities, patience, meditation, her sphere. Homage crown of Tathagatas, actions triumph without limit, relied on by conqueror's children, having reached every perfection. Homage filling with Tutare, whom desire direction and space, trampling with her feet the 7 worlds, able to draw forth all beings. Homage worshipped by the All-Lord, Shaka, Agni, Brahma, Marut, honored by the host of spirits, corpse tracers, Gandharvas, Yakshas. Homage with her tray and pace sounds, destroying foes' magic diagrams, her feet pressing left out right in, blazing in a raging fire blaze. Homage to her, very dreadful, destroyer of Mars champions, she with frowning lotus visage, who was slayer of all enemies. Homage at the heart, her fingers adorned her with regional mudra, light ray masses all excited, all directions will adorn her. Homage, she so joyous, radiant, crown emitting garlands of light, mirthful, laughing with Tutare, subjugating Mars devas. Homage, she able to summon all earth guardians assembly, shaking, frowning with her home sign, saving from every misfortune. Homage crown adorned with crescent, moon all ornaments most shining, Amitabha in her hair knot, sending out much light eternal. Homage she would wreath ablaze like eon ending fire abiding, righteous love and choice around you, troops of enemies destroying. Homage she who strikes the ground with her palm and with her foot beats it, scowling with the letter whom the 7 levels she does conquer. Homage happy, virtuous, peaceful, she whose filled is peace nirvana, she endowed with Om and Soha, destroyer of the great evil. Homage she with joy surrounded, tearing false bodies asunder, frees with whom in knowledge mantra, arrangement of the 10 letters. Homage to her with seed letter of the shape of syllable, whom by foot stamping shakes the 3 worlds, Meru, Mandara, and Vindhya. Homage holding in her hand the hair marked moon of Deva Lake form, with the spoken Tara and Pei, totally dispelling poison. Homage she whom gods and their kings and the Kinnaras do honor, armored in all joyful splendor, she dispels bad dreams and conflicts. Homage she whose 2 eyes bright with radiance of sun and full moon, with twice Hara and Tutare, she dispels severe contagion. Homage full of liberating, power by the set of 3 natures, destroys also spirits, yakshas, and raise corpses supreme Ture. These praises with root mantras and prostrations thus are 21.
Okay, would anyone like to volunteer to do the 3rd round? And again, no pressure.
Venerable Amo, I'll do the 3rd round.
Thank you. Thank you, Peter.
Om, I prostrate to the noble transcendent liberator. Homage Tara, swift heroic, eyes like lightning instantaneous, sprung from opening stamens of the Lord of Three Worlds, tear-born lotus. Homage she whose face combines 100 autumn moons at fullest, blazing with bright laser splendid as a 1,000-star collection. Homage golden blue and lotus, water-born and hand-adorned, given effort, calm austerities, patience, meditation, her sphere. Homage crown of Tathagatas, actions triumph without limit, relied on by conqueror's children, having reached every perfection. Homage filling with Tutare, whom desire direction and space, trampling with their feet the 7 worlds, able to draw forth all beings. Homage worshipped by the All-Lord, Shakta, Agna, Brahma, Marut, honored by the host of spirits, corpse raiders, Gardavas, Yakshas. Homage with her tray and pay sounds, destroying foes' magic diagrams, her feet pressing left out right and blazing in a raging fire blaze. Homage to her, very dreadful, destroyer of Mars champion, she with frown of those who is slayer of all enemies. Homage at her heart to fingers, adorn her with 3 mudra, lightweight masses all excited, all direction wheels adorn her. Almond she joys, radiant, crown emitting garlands of like Mithra laughing with Tutari, subjugating Mars Devas. Almond she able to summon Olith guardians assembly, shaken, frowning with her homesing, saving from every misfortune. Almond crown door the crescent, moon or ornaments were shining. Amitabha in her hair now, sending out much light eternal. Almond Shemad wreath blaze like eon ending far abiding, Vaishnav left in choice around your twos of enemies destroying. Almond Chu strikes the ground with her palm and with her foot beats it, scowling with the letter home the 7 levels she does conquer. Almond happy, virtuous, peaceful, she whose filled is peace nirvana, she endowed with Om and Soha, destroyer of the great evil. Almond she with joy surrounding, tearing foes' bodies asunder, freeze of and knowledge mantra, arrangement of the 10 letters. Almond Churi with the letter of the shape of syllable, home bifid stamping stakes the 3 worlds, mirror mandara and vinya. Almond holding in the hand the hair mark move of Deva lake form, with my spoken Tara and Pei, totally distilling poison. Almond she who gods and their kings and Akineras do honor, armored with her joyous splendor, she dispels bad dreams and conflicts. Almond she whose 2 eyes bright with radiance of sun and full moon, with Vaishara and Tutari she dispels severe contagion. Almond full of liberating, powered by set of 3 natures, destroys hosts of spirit shakshas, and raise corpses supreme Churi. These praises with root mantras and prostrations thus are 21.
Thank you, Peter. Now the prayer of the benefits. Let's see. I don't remember if this is where I invite Venerable Trigula to continue. I don't remember. Venerable Trigula.
Yeah, I'm not sure Lamala, but I'm happy to.
Thank you.
So the prayer of the benefits, whoever is endowed with devotion for the goddess and recites this with supreme faith, remembering at dawn, upon waking and in the evenings, will be granted all fearlessness, will perfectly pacify all negativities, and will eliminate all unfortunate migrations. The multitudes of conquerors will quickly grant initiation. Thus, endowed with this greatness, one will eventually reach the state of a Buddha. If affected by the most terrible poison, whether ingested, drunk, or from a living being, just by remembering will one be thoroughly cleansed. If this prayer is recited 2, 3, or 7 times, it will pacify all the suffering of torments caused by spirits, fevers, and poisons, and by other beings as well. If you wish for a child, you will get a child. If you wish for wealth, you receive wealth. All your wishes will be fulfilled and all obstacles pacified. And now for the requests. O compassionate and venerable subduing goddesses, may the infinite beings, including myself, soon purify the 2 obscurations and complete both collections so that we may attain full and perfect enlightenment. For all my lifetimes until I reach this stage, may I know the sublime happiness of humans and gods, and so I may become fully omniscient. Please pacify quickly all obstacles, spirits, obstructions, epidemics, diseases, and so forth, the various causes of untimely death, bad dreams and omens, the 8 fears and other afflictions, and make it so that they no longer exist. May the mundane and supramundane collections of all excellent, auspicious qualities and happiness increase and develop, and may all wishes be fulfilled naturally and effortlessly without exception. May I strive to realize and increase the sacred Dharma, accomplishing your stage and beholding your sublime face. May my understanding of emptiness and the precious mind of enlightenment increase like the moon waxing full. May I be reborn from an extremely beautiful and holy lotus in the joyous and noble mandala of the conqueror, and may I attain whatever prophecy I receive in the presence of Amitabha, Buddha of infinite light. O deity, whom I have accomplished from previous lifetimes, the enlightened action of the 3 times Buddhas, blue-green, 1 face and 2 arms, the swift pacifier. O mother holding an Impala flower, may you be auspicious. Whatever your body, O mother of conquerors, whatever your retinue, your lifespan in Pure Land, whatever your name, most noble and holy, may I and all others attain only these. By the force of these praises and requests made to you, may all diseases, poverty, fighting, and quarrels be calmed, and may the precious Dharma and everything auspicious increase throughout the worlds and directions where I and all others dwell. So now we dissolve the visualization. By making these requests, Tara's nectar flows from the 21 Tara's bodies into your crown chakra, and your body is filled with nectar. Think deep down from your heart that all the negative actions created since beginningless time have been purified. Obstacles and sicknesses caused by negative karma have been purified. Then think that your lifespan, fortune, realizations, and all good qualities have increased. All the 21 Taras dissolve into the main green Tara. The main Tara dissolves into you, remains in the center of your heart, and blesses you.
I'd like
So
to
now-
read thank Domasi again for sponsoring this Tara Day of Practice. And this is her dedication for my sisters Eileen and Joanne. May they always be blessed and protected by Tara's wisdom and compassion. May their lives be long and spiritually meaningful. May all beings be free from the sufferings of samsara, from lower rebirths, from fear, oppression, war, and despair. May the path to liberation always be clear. May we always meet spiritual friends who will guide us, and may all beings quickly be enlightened.
Thank you, Venerable Lama. And so we can also recall the motivation that Venerable Lama helped us set at the beginning, and any personal motivations that we had, and dedicate for those as well. Thinking of everyone on Kadampa Center's prayer list. Okay. Due to the merits of these virtuous actions, may quickly attain the state of Aryatara and place all living beings without exception into that enlightened state. Now from Master Shantideva, may all beings everywhere, plagued by sufferings of body and mind, obtain an ocean of happiness and joy by virtue of our merits. May no living creature suffer, commit evil, or ever fall ill. May no one be afraid or belittled with a mind weighed down by depression. May the blind see forms and the deaf hear sounds. May those whose bodies are worn with toil be restored on finding repose. May the naked find clothing, the hungry find food. May the thirsty find water and delicious drinks. May the poor find wealth, those weak with sorrow find joy. May the forlorn find hope, constant happiness, and prosperity. May there be timely rains and bountiful harvests. May all medicines be effective and wholesome prayers bear fruit. May all who are sick and ill quickly be freed from their ailments. Whatever diseases there are in the world, may they never occur again. May the frightened cease to be afraid and those bound be freed. May the powerless find power, and may people think of benefiting each other. For as long as space remains, for as long as sentient beings remain, until then may I too remain to dispel the miseries of the world. And now the long life prayers, starting first with His Holiness. In the land encircled by snow mountains, you're the source of all happiness and good. All powerful Chenrezig Tenzin Gyatso, please remain until samsara ends. Savior of the snowland teachings and transmigratory beings, who extensively clarifies the path that unifies emptiness and compassion, to the lotus in the hand, Lord Tenzin Gyatso, I beseech, may all your holy wishes be fulfilled. And now for Khentsur Rinpoche, the one who mastered his speech at a very young age, the one with great patience who received the name Awatari, the one with great precision who spread the teachings of Lama Tsongkhapa on bliss and void. Lama, ornament of the yellow hat tradition, please remain until samsara ends. Now for Lama Zopa Rinpoche, you who uphold the Sudur's moral way, who serve as the bountiful bearer of all, sustaining, preserving, and spreading Manjina's victorious doctrine, who masterfully accomplish magnificent prayers honoring the three jewels, Savior, myself, and others, your disciples, please, please live long. And now we'll do the Mitsema. Avalokiteshvara, great treasure of non-objectifying compassion, Manjushri, master of stainless wisdom, Tsongkhapa, crown jewel, the sages of the land of snows, Tulo Santrapa, at your feet, I make requests. And we'll do 7 of the green Tara mantras for Geshe Gelik and Geshe Sangpo's long, happy, healthy lives. Om Tare Tu Re So Ha. 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 Om Tare Tu Re So Ha.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Gisela.
everyone.
Yeah, thank you very much, Venerable Hamula. Thank you very much, Venerable Shuki. Thank you, Peter. Thank you, Bob. Thank you, Tara. Thank you, Nico. Yeah, Nico. Thank you, David Karen. Thank you, Joshua. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Tomasi. Thank you, Lee. Have a wonderful weekend. Thank you very much. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Geshe-la.